Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Monday Coffee. Today I'm for the first time doing it outside and I'm in Eindhoven of all places. Today I wanted to talk about cities. I recently traveled a lot and been thinking a lot about how cities affect our lives. And there is a very famous essay by Paul Graham called Cities and Ambition. I think it was back in 2008 it was written, and I recently reread it. He basically talks about how city can directly affect your life, how it steers you into a certain direction when you live in a certain city. He gives an examples, but it's mostly American cities, like New York tells you to be more rich, or San Francisco tells you to get more power. And I've been traveling and considering different cities where I can see myself living in the future and thinking how they create this environment. It's not only people that lives there, not only the community, but also the environment itself. When you see what are people obsessed about, what are their goals, you kind of absorb that, I think. Always thinking like maybe I should be doing that too. Maybe that's where the world is headed. And in that sense, big international cities like Amsterdam or Berlin or London, they are very interesting because they are kind of live on the edge of the technology, of economy, of business. On one side, you're always seeing that and you're always being ambitious because everybody is around you is ambitious, but at the same time, it never stops pushing you. So if you want to take a break and relax and forget about the age of technology or what the world is doing and relax, it can be hard in these cities because everything is just happening and you have a huge FOMO. You're kind of sitting there and thinking maybe my life is wrong compared to all the other people. So in that sense, it's much better to live in a smaller city where people may be not less ambitious, but they just have different goals in life. So it's just my thoughts about this topic. I think it's very interesting. I think not many people thinking about that, how actually environment, of course your friends first of all, but also how cities actually can change your life completely and change your trajectory of your career and stuff like that. I'm just curious, what do you think? Have you ever thought about where to live specifically for that reason, because how city is affecting your life or your career? Some cities, for example, you can move and only certain careers are possible there. Yeah, I'm just curious, what do you think? What city maybe you are living right now? What do you think it's telling you? What's the kind of motto or what's the slogan of the city? That's all for me for this week. I'm currently living in Amsterdam for a month and I'm gonna be making a video about the city and why I decided specifically go there for a month. And today's coffee that I'm drinking is from Community Square. Pretty nice coffee shop right here in Eindhoven in Stripe S area. It's a pretty cool place. They have a lot going on inside. You can work there. There are some events related to design, there's a shop, kind of cool community cafe. That's why I guess it's called Community Square. Really good coffee, good cappuccino, free oat milk, which is always appreciated when it's free and not additional charge. Give them a go if you are in Eindhoven in this area. I wish you a pleasant week and I see you next Monday. Bye bye.